Greetings, Elder Blacklight. There are very few people on this planet, and especially here in the United States of America, that think for themselves. And there are very few that think for themselves and think righteous thoughts and try to be righteous. Most people don't think things out, and they don't plan things out. You know, when you plan for things out, you're proactive. And you are creating your future. This government is a wickedly wise and a wickedly great government because they want to control you and your minds and how you think. But the universe sends us people to be an example of how to think beyond the one that's trying to oppress you, control your minds. These people have something in their DNA that was programmed into them before they even became a person on this planet. To be examples of how to be, how not to be. So the Bible records these activities. So does the Quran, and there are other books of these special, and they are special, individuals to show you how to think for yourself and how to do for yourself. In America today, how did we get to this point? The Caucasian is a creature that was to show us imperfections, a corrupt species, a subhuman individual, or a subhuman people. How did he get to be in control of things? Talking about the Caucasian. He thought this out. He thought and studied. He had scientists working 24/7 on different projects, on control, on his survival, on different levels he got scientists working. When you go to his schools and university, he programs those that think like cattle or sheep to advance him, just like Henry Ford only had a sixth grade education, a small amount of education, but he had enough money to pay people to engineers or whatever, to carry out his plan, his thoughts. Same with Thomas Edison. He had a staff of scientists working for him. They got staff of people working for him. Then they got laborers. To carry out the ideas. And their agenda is to make a system, establish institutions in a system that controls the activities and the thoughts of people. Now this is something you can't imagine, but I want you to imagine this. Do you think it was a possibility one time on this planet that we could travel through time and space with our minds, communicate to each other only through our minds, with no devices, no technology? I believe it was a time like that. Now, you've seen this on science fiction movies and whatever, that most of the time it'd be extraterrestrial entities from another galaxy that have more mind power. Especially on Star Trek, you will see these individuals with more mind power, but some kind of way Captain Kirk outthinks them because he has emotions. And these people are so intellectual, these creatures of another galaxy. They have a big brain, big head, but no heart, no emotions. And this is their one flaw. No, that's the wrong narrative. See, emotions and willpower is what they don't have. The Caucasian don't have that. He has willpower, but not emotions, because he don't have no sympathy for the black man. He don't care about you. He pretends to care about you. Just like Trump. He got a lot of black people around him. He just want them, because he need to use them for something, to vote for him or to carry out his agenda to control other black people. He used black people to control other black people. That's all. It ain't about the black vote. It's about the black control. And Steve Stokely called them the black boule. They ain't went nowhere. We still got them today. Jesus in the Bible called him Judas. Judas. You know, hypocrite and betrayal. Just like Judas betrayed Jesus. The Pharisees was preachers, and they turned against Jesus, making that money. Same thing today. All your preachers, all your priests, not all, but the most majority of them are that linked to control the minds and the will of the people. Then when a brother come along like Elijah, Master Farad and Elijah, you know, they got to be, they showing you how to think and do for yourself. They rose up. But the most successful one out of Marcus Garvey, out of Noble Drew Ali, was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because Elijah Muhammad wasn't biting his tongue. He was hitting them hard, banging on the beast, calling him the devil, but showing them that it's a scientific terminology. The devil is lacking something, qualities from the original. That's all that is. But we are lacking now because we done fell in love with the devil and we refuse to think that there's a body of people that can be so cruel to use this type of technique to control people by killing babies, mothers, torturing, denying the necessities to sustain their existence and their life. We don't think another person could treat, and then at the same time be telling you that they love you and that they are your friend, and then on one hand and on the other hand they killing your grandmamas and your babies, from the old to the young, and in between, you know, don't get no information passed down to them from their grandmamas and grandpapas because their minds are jacked up with Alzheimer's and dementia and all that stuff. And the babies, they got to shoot them with some kind of disease that lie dormant. This is Black Light.